The following is brought to you by Beauty Schools Directory.
We worked ahead of time. We all the girls in my class did. I think there's a couple that are still going, but I came in on Mondays and I did extra hours Fridays and Saturdays so I could get done a little sooner, and I'm all done. Since there was only 4 in my class, we just had a little ceremony, and we had just had our parents come in. They gave us a mock diploma. We'll get the real thing on Friday when we go take our practical exam. Well, for one thing, I learned how to make fancy flowers now. That was really fun. Yeah, it was really easy. Just like 5 dots with a dotting tool, 5 smaller dots with a color, and it looked amazing, and I was so happy. And I loved learning how to do acrylics. I've never had fake nails before. I've never seen anyone do fake nails before, and it was a lot of fun to do it. I'm actually going to practice on my mom this week because she's going to be my model for boards. My first favorite thing there was shellac. That was just the best. I even saved up all my tips, and I got a shellac machine. I got the light, I got base coat, top coat, and I got one color, and I have it on my toes right now, and I did some fun shimmery stuff with a brush, and it looked really cool. That's what I'm going to register for either today or tomorrow. Our teacher showed us how we can do it online, and we just take it right there at the Fargo Jet Center, so it's pretty close, and you can even like register the day before you want to do it. I mean, I'm not going to do that, but it's pretty nice that it's so convenient. Well, for the practical, we did one prep last Tuesday during our last class time. So I know how it's going to go, and I'm going to practice it a few times on my mom to practice the acrylic nail and the going through the whole manicure, just make sure I've got every step down. And then for the written and the law test, I have the law book, and I have a small book that came with our textbook, and it should have a whole bunch of questions from the tests that we took, and our teacher said it's very similar to what the written test will be like, so I'm going to go through that and on a separate sheet of paper take the test so I can take them a few times until I get good results. But mostly it seemed pretty easy. I mean, the diseases that have to do with nails, that was the hardest chapter, so I'll focus on that a lot. Getting the experience with like full spa pedicures and everything, that was great. Like, actually giving a pedicure was my second favorite thing to do after shellac. And I know a lot of the other girls are like, ew, feet? I'm like, yeah, it was fun. I wasn't really expecting to like pedicures so much, honestly. Because like, the whole reason I got into it was I love the nail art sort of thing. And I mean, we don't really do too much of that at school. And before we got into it, I was thinking, ew, pedicures. But it was a lot of fun because you get to talk with people and you're not like right up next to them like you are during a manicure, so it's not quite as awkward. And then you can just chat with people. One time, the person I had for a pedicure was my first grade teacher's mom. Doing acrylics was kind of hard. Learning how to do it. I mean, we would watch these videos of these people doing crazy stuff with it, like these colors and these designs, and then we start just doing the simple pink and white manicure with the acrylics, and it was hard. Like, I'm still having trouble keeping the top part from being a little bit lifted on the side, so that's something I'm really going to be practicing this week. I wanted one where I knew I would be well-rounded, like you do everything, the acrylics, the shellac, the regular manicures and pedicures. And at the Salon Professional Academy, they do full spa manicures and pedicures, meaning they do the scrub as a standard part of it, and a massage as a standard part of it. It's not like an add-on that you pay for. And then they also offer the mask and paraffin. So I wanted to make sure that I went somewhere where they included a lot of different things, so that I don't go somewhere and then they expect me to know what something is and I have no idea. And I definitely wanted to go somewhere where I would be well prepared for the exams. So when we went there and my parents and I were asking them questions, the admissions person. We were asking them questions about like, how will I know where to go next and how to get my license and all of that. And we made sure that they were going to give me everything I needed to get there and to register for all these things and to be prepared for it. Because Dad was asking things like, you know, how to get certified afterwards. I wouldn't have asked that. I would have just assumed, oh, that'll just happen. But Dad was the one who asked, you know, how does she do this? And then who will tell her what step to take after this part? And for, you know, getting out there, getting a job, getting ready. So yeah, definitely a dad who has, you know, the logic and the business sense in their head, you know. Well, I just finished typing up a resume last night, and it actually doesn't look too terrible. So I want to find a place where I can work part-time. And I don't know if that means just weekends, or if it means weekends and a few times in the evening during the week, or maybe Fridays, because I have Fridays off. Because I still have to finish my senior year at MSUM, so, but I definitely want to start you know, at a salon. I really want to get going. It was a lot of fun working with clients. It was so much fun. I want to keep going with that. Definitely try to be available for anything. When you're in school, or if you're working with a client, sometimes someone will want you to try something and maybe you don't feel comfortable doing it, but you know, you're in school, try it anyway. So, and you know, ask people for help. You can, for example, one of my classmates was having trouble with some acrylic nails for this lady who came in for a fill, and one of the teachers came over and just talked her through it step by step. You don't have to be embarrassed about it. Just ask for help and just be open to doing whatever it is, because that's what you're there for. Well, it almost paid for the whole thing, and that was really, really nice. Because well, I just saw another bill for mail, and that was huge. So it definitely helped me go to nail school right now and get everything paid for. So thank you so much for helping me out here and getting me going on this. This is awesome. I love it.
This message was brought to you by Beauty Schools Directory.